Hi guys, good evening. Let's begin with the analysis, and as usual let's start with the last week. Let's see how the week went by as per what we were expecting. So Hero Motocorp, we were bearish on this stock. This went well exactly as per the analysis. We have a strong bearish candle. Tata Motors, we were expecting to be bearish. There was a bearish movement, not a lot of movement, but yes, it did not go up for sure. We had a bearish move here again. Tech Mahindra, we were expecting bearish move. Price made an indecision candle, did not go up but did not fall either, so price is still at the opening of the week. Wipro was bearish, and yes, we can see a strong downward move. ITC, we were expecting a fall and it did fall, although today there was a pullback, but we'll discuss that in this week's analysis. Asian Paints, you can see a strong bearish candle, price also closing below the moving average, indicating further downward move. You're bearish on IOC, it was down when GC was down, but it pulled up. Coal India again was bearish. Yes, so more or less the analysis for last week was quite accurate. Now let's look at how the market is looking like for the coming week. And as usual, we will start with the analysis of Nifty and Bank Nifty and then move on to the other trades. Now on the Nifty chart, this is the weekly candlestick which has closed at the previous resistance. Indecision candle with a lot of rejection of the resistance. Now on the daily chart, you can see a double top formation, right? So this week I am bearish on Nifty. First target is obviously 11,800, and once this breaks 700 followed by 500. All right, so I'm expecting Nifty to be bearish this week, and we were waiting for this for quite a few weeks. You can see price has been playing here ever since this indecision candle. Market was signaling that it's not going to move up. The following week there was a gap down, indecision again, gap up and a rejection. So I'm expecting some moves, something like this. Let's see. Bank Nifty again, we have a rejection from the top and we have indecision on the weekly. Daily chart, we have a strong reversal candlestick pattern. So yes, here again you can expect downward move. And let's look at the stocks for this week. We will start with Bajaj Finserv. Now I notice bearish harami here after last week's bullish candlestick. With a strong body, we have a very small bearish candlestick, indicating the momentum is not there for the market to continue to move up. So you can expect a retracement at least. The target would be at 8679 in the next 1 or 2 weeks. So we are bearish on Bajaj Finserv for the coming week. Then let's look at Hero. Again for this week we are bearish because we see a bearish Marubozu candlestick closing at its low. The first target is the previous low at 2234. So that's the view on Hero. Another thing to notice is that we had a reversal at a good resistance of 61.8, the golden ratio, right? We have already crossed the 23.6% level. So now the target is at the starting point, which is at 2231. Moving on, we have Mahindra and Mahindra. So you can see the automobile sector is weak. Here again you can see the kind of the candlestick formation. Last week was indecision. This week a very strong body dominating bearish candle closing below the low of the spinning top. The first target would definitely be 505. So that's what I would like to target for this week. And if we look at Fibonacci here again, we had a rejection from the golden ratio. Now let's check escorts. You can see the kind of candlestick formation, strong rejection candlestick, right? And it has been testing this level for quite a while. You can see there was a previous high here too. So we also have a double top. That's more, okay, so here is a double top and then market going sideways. Now getting back to the weekly chart, you can see that we had a retest, multiple test of the golden ratio at 61.8, right? So now you can understand the importance of this level, especially for those of you who've taken the Fibonacci classes last week. You can see how important this level is. So here we have a reversal at this level. That's why I'm bearish on escort. It's just starting the downward trend, so you have a good entry. But if you are taking this, the idea is to hold on. So with the options expiry happening on 28th November, you can take the 26th December options and hold on to it. You should be able to make some good moves, good profit on this. Let's move on to the next stock, which is Wipro. So we'll just add escorts to our list. Which is bearish. Now let's move on to Wipro. Wipro, you can again see body dominating bearish candlestick, and if you look at the retracement, we have a 38.2% retracement, which basically means that you can expect a strong downward move, right? So the next support should be at 222, which is a psychological level, but after it crosses this low of 232. So for this week, the target would be just the previous low at 232. Infratel, you can see we had a good move. Price had gone up and it's very strong rejection, right? It's quite obvious on the daily chart. You can see vertical fall, price did a correction and now showing signs of further downward move. So bearish on Infratel. Again, the target, best target is the recent low. So if you want to check the retracement levels, price did a pullback till 78.6, right, indicating that it was actually changing the trend, but then this rejection candle has confirmed that there's a lot of bearish movement expected on this, at least till the target of 177. ITC looking further bearish. We had this last week also. You can see that 23.6% was broken last week, a retest this week, and still looking bearish. So until 234, we are looking at further downward moves on this. Titan had shown indecision last week, but this week you can see that the candlestick has closed below the previous week's spinning top, indicating a continuation of the downward move, at least till the next support, which is at 1043 level. So 1043 to 998, this is a support range. Price can bounce till any of this area. Even 994 is a support. So a lot of support after this 1065, but until then we can be bearish on Titan. However, it would make sense to short after a slight pullback. Then we have Reliance, right? So you can see weekly chart is looking strongly bullish, right? But not really, because we have indecision. We have a slight pullback. Now the scenario is different when you check the daily chart. You can see we had a gap up, and then last 3 days we were not looking at a strong upward confirmation. This week, today we had a rejection of the previous level. So previous high was tested and a rejection happened. I'm expecting a correction on Reliance, and that's why I'm bearish on this. But would a tight stop loss of today's high would be the strategy. So if you're taking a put option on this and you see that at least an hourly candle is closing, a body dominating hourly candle is closing above 1573, then it is time to close the option trade. But there should be a good pullback on this. And the last one for today is Coal India. You can see last week also we were bearish. This week very little movement happened, but it can fall anytime. So good to hold on to this short. Some of these are the ones which you can enter, plan your trades for the next week, enter and choose the expiry of the end of the month, so that you can hold on to those option calls. Alright, that's it for now. It was fun on the live trading sessions we had last week. A lot of you had joined. It was good. No more updates for today. I will see you guys next week. And in the meantime, if you have any questions, you can post on the group itself. Alright. There's just one more thing that I wanted to check. One of you had sent a comment about the analysis on a particular stock. So we'll just do that. Magma FinCorp. So let's check that. Okay, so Magma FinCorp on the weekly chart is bearish. At the same time, it has reached a previous support. Now this week, the candlestick that you see is a rejection candlestick. So there could be a slight upward move. But has the trend changed? No, the trend is not changed. You can capture a pullback, but overall we are in a strong downward move here. Right? On the daily chart, you can see there is a slight pullback. So you can expect the price to reach around 45 range, which is the previous resistance. It may reach a little higher also. So Fibonacci would be helpful. You can see it could touch 61.8 after touching this level of 48.2, which is the golden ratio. If you see a bearish confirmation, that means the trend is going to resume, and which is what has been happening here, right? The only time we would say that it is time for the market to actually start moving up is if you have something like this. A move up, a pullback, and then a breaking of the high, then I would say. So I would not expect the stock to actually immediately reverse on the upside, because it was falling. Before it goes up, it would get into a consolidation, and only then the reversal should happen. So if you are stuck in this trade, you can try and exit at the pullback. If you want to buy, it is not the right time to buy yet, because we don't have a confirmation from the market till now. It's still in a downward trend. It's just doing a pullback right now. All right, I hope that helps. Any questions you can post. Thanks a lot, guys. See you soon. Bye bye.